Hello everyone. Today we are going to do another topic from the chapter Accounting for Partnership Basic Concepts. The topic of today is past adjustments. So, first of all, we'll try to understand why do these past adjustments happen. They may happen because of errors or some mistakes which have been done by the accountant, or they may happen due to omission. It means those transactions, those entries which have been completely omitted from the accounts. So let's understand the meaning of past adjustments first. Sometimes, after preparing the final accounts of partnership firm, some errors or some omissions are located. For example, interest on capital or interest on drawings is totally omitted to be recorded in the books of accounts. Or sometimes the interest on capital or interest on drawings may be allowed or charged at a higher rate or at a lower rate. Or another thing which can happen in past adjustments is distribution of profits or losses in a wrong ratio and so on. In other words, past adjustment is an adjustment for incorrect apportionment of profits. These errors need to be rectified or adjusted through capital account or current account of the affected partners by passing an adjustment entry. Now we will see what are the rules applicable for the same. Since all the adjustments are to be made through capital account or current accounts, so we will follow American approach for capital account, which says that if capital account increases, then it should be credited. On the other hand, if capital account decreases, it should be debited. Now we will see what are the application of these rules of capital account. In the following type of errors, the capital will increase and as per the rule it will be credited. So let's see the items. It is omission of interest on capital, salary, commission to partner or remuneration to partners. In all these things, the capital account of the partner will increase when we apply the correction. So as per rule it will be credited. Another thing is excess charge of interest on drawings. If interest on drawings has been charged at a higher rate, then it will be lowered down further and it will also lead to increase in capital account of the partner and it will also be credited to partner's capital account or current account. Another is lower charge of interest on capital. If interest on capital has been allowed at a lower rate and further in order to do correction, we will provide the amount of difference and again the capital account will increase and as per rule it will be credited. Then we will see what are the various cases in which capital account will be debited. In the following type of errors, the capital will decrease and as per rule it will be debited. Number 1 is omission of interest on drawings. If interest on drawings has been completely omitted to be charged from the partners, then it will be charged in order to do adjustment and it will be debited from partners' capital account. Or lower charge of interest on drawings. Sometimes it may also happen that interest on drawings has been charged at a lower rate. Then in order to do correction again, we will charge interest on drawing for the amount of difference and again the capital will decrease and as per rule it will be debited. Another is excess allowance of interest on capital. Sometime interest on capital has been given at a higher rate and in order to take it back, again the capital account will be debited. So this is how the rules of debit and credit will apply on the capital account of the partners. Now we will summarize what are the various types of errors or omissions for which adjustments need to be done in capital account of the partners. The first one is interest on capital or interest on drawings may have been omitted. Omitted means completely forgotten, completely left out to be shown in books of accounts. Number 2 is interest on capital may have been paid, although there is no provision in partnership deed to pay interest. If the partnership deed is silent on the topic of interest on capital, then it should not be allowed. But in this case, it has already been allowed, then it will be taken back from the partners. The third case is interest on drawings may have been charged, although there is no provision in the partnership deed to charge interest on drawings. As per provisions of Partnership Act 1932, if there is no provision for charge of interest on drawings, then no interest on drawings should be charged from the partners. And in that case, interest on drawings will be reversed. Next is salary or commission payable to a partner has been omitted. If salary or commission payable to partner has been omitted, for this also we have to do adjustment and we have to allow it. Again, it is a type of past adjustment which should be considered while preparation of table showing adjustment of accounts. And the last one is profits and losses may have been distributed amongst the partners in a wrong proportion or in a wrong ratio. For this also we need to do past adjustments. Therefore, all these are the cases in which, in order to correct up the errors or omissions, we have to do adjustments in our closed accounts through an adjustment entry. An example for the same: A, B, and C are partners in a firm. They have omitted interest on capital at the rate of 10% per annum for 3 years ended 31st March 2009. Their fixed capitals on which interest was to be calculated throughout were A's capital 1 lakh, B's capital 80,000 and C's capital is rupees 70,000. Give necessary adjustment journal entry with working notes. So first of all, in this case, we have to calculate interest on capital for A, B and C. So let's see A's interest on capital 1 lakhs 10%, it is equal to rupees 10,000 and it has been omitted for 3 years. So we are going to multiply it by 3. So A's interest on capital is rupees 30,000. Same way we are going to calculate interest on capital for B, which is 80,000 10%, which will be equal to rupees 8,000 and again it will be multiplied by 3 years. So B's interest on capital is rupees 24,000. Then we see C's interest on capital, that is 70,000 10%, which is equal to rupees 7,000 and multiply it by 3 years. So it will be equal to rupees 21,000. So this was the interest on capital which has been omitted for all the last 3 years. And as we are following fixed capital method and we need to give interest on capital to the partners, so it must be given through the current account. So let's do it in table showing adjustment of accounts. We'll take the columns particulars A, B, C and total for firm. So firstly, we'll write interest on capital at the rate of 10% per annum to be allowed to A, B and C. It means it will be credited to current account of A, B and C as rupees 30,000, 24,000 and 21,000. If we total it up, then in firm's column it will be rupees 75,000 and here it will be on debit side. Afterwards, when it is a firm's loss, then it will have to be contributed by all the partners. So we'll write loss to be contributed by A, B and C in their profit sharing ratio. There is no profit sharing ratio given in the question, so we will take it as equal, that is 1:1:1. So this 75,000 will be contributed by A, B and C in equal ratio. So 75,000 into 1/3 comes 25,000 share of loss for each partner. So it will be debited. Next we will see the net effect. A's current account is credited with rupees 30,000 and debited with rupees 25,000. So A's current account will have a net effect of rupees 5,000 and B's current account is credited with rupees 24,000 and debited with rupees 25,000. Then B is having a net effect of rupees 1,000 on debit side. Same way, if we see for C, C's current account is credited with rupees 21,000 and debited with rupees 25,000, then C's current account will also have a net effect of rupees 4,000 on debit side. Thus, from this information we can see A is credited with rupees 5,000, B is debited with rupees 1,000 and C is also debited with rupees 4,000. And as we are following fixed capital method account, so we are going to do this adjustment entry through current account of partners, and the entry will be B's current account debit with rupees 1,000, C's current account debit with rupees 4,000 and 2 A's current account with rupees 5,000. And we will write the narration being adjustment entry passed for net effect. We will see another example. Another example is A, B and C are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3, 2 and 1. After the final accounts have been prepared, it was discovered that interest on drawings had not been taken into consideration. The interest on drawings of partners amounted to A's interest on drawings 2,550, B's interest on drawings 1,850 and C's interest on drawings is 1,000. Give the necessary adjustment journal entry. So, in this question, we'll see interest on drawings has to be charged from the partners. When it will be charged from the partners, so partners capital account will be debited. So, we are given the interest on drawings, so we'll write it as interest on drawings to be charged from the partners. So we will charge it from the partners and as a rule it will be debited. So we will charge 2,550 from A, 1,850 from B and 1,000 rupees from C. Total of these three will go into firm's account as 5,400 and it will be credited to firm's account. Now finally we see this 5,400 is credited to firm's account and it is a sort of profit which will be distributed amongst the partners in the profit sharing ratio. So we'll write division of profits of rupees 5,400 amongst the partners in their profit sharing ratio. And you can see the profit sharing ratio given in the question is 3:2:1. So this 5,400 will be distributed to partners, means it will be credited to the partners. So divided accordingly, the share of A will be 2,700, B's share will be 1,800, and C's share will be 900. And total again is 5400. Now we will see the net effect. If we see the net effect in this very particular question, you can see A is, first of all, A is debited with 2550 and credited with 2700. So net effect is rupees 150 and it should be on the credit side. Same way we will see it for B. B is debited with rupees 1850, credited with rupees 1800. So the net effect is 50 rupees and that too on the debit side. Third, if we see C, C is debited with rupees 1000, credited with rupees 900. So net effect is rupees 100 debited for C. So the net effect of all the partners is A is credited with rupees 150, B is debited with 50 rupees and C is also debited with 100 rupees. So we will pass the adjustment entry. Accordingly, we will do B's capital account debit 50 rupees. Then C's capital account debit 100 rupees. And A's capital account will be credited with rupees 150. So B's capital account debit, C's capital account debit to A's capital account. Let's do another example. The net profit of a firm for the year ended 31st March 2017 was rupees 30,000, which has been duly distributed amongst the partners A, B and C in the agreed proportion of 3:1:1 respectively. It was discovered on 10th April 2017 that undermentioned transactions were not passed through the books of account of the firm for the year ended 31st March 2017, which stood duly closed on that date. The transactions which have been omitted are interest on capital 10% per annum, interest on drawings 350, 250 and 150, salary of A 5,000, salary of B 7,500. Commission due to A on a special transaction is rupees 3,000. The capital accounts of all the partners on 1st April 2016. A's was 25,000, B's 20,000 and C's 15,000. Pass necessary rectifying entry for the above adjustments. So first of all, we will calculate interest on capital for three partners if it is 10% per annum. So A's interest on capital will be 2,500, B's interest on capital will be 2,000 and C's interest on capital will be 1,500. So we will pass all the entries which have been omitted in table showing adjustment of accounts in order to do final adjustments. So first of all, we'll take all the three partners A, B and C, and this is total and firm's account. So firstly, we will see whatever has been omitted, that is interest on capital at the rate of 10% per annum. So first of all, we will allow it interest on capital to be allowed at the rate of 10% per annum. So A's interest on capital is 2,500, B's interest on capital is 2,000 and C's interest on capital is 1,500. So it will increase partners capital account, so it will be credited to partners capital account and it will be debited to firm's account. Another thing which will be credited in partners capital account is salary of A and salary of B. So let's do an entry for same salary of A and B. A's salary is 5,000 and B's salary is 7,500. Salary will also increase the capital account of partners. Again it will be credited and the total is 12,500. Then another thing which needs to be credited in partners capital account is commission. So we will write commission due to A, it is 3000 rupees. As commission needs to be given to A, so again it will be credited to partner's capital account. So it is 3000 for A, and in firm's account it will be debited. So these were the three transactions which will increase the partner's capital account. Then we have one more transaction, that is interest on drawings. Interest on drawings will be debited to partner's capital account because interest on drawings should be charged from the partners. So we will write interest on drawings to be charged from the partners, and it will be debited from the partners. For A it is 350 rupees, for B it is 250 rupees, and for C it is 150 rupees. And total of this is 750 rupees. These three things will be debited in firm's account, and this will be credited in firm's account. So ultimately, if we see, the firm's account is at a loss. So this loss will be charged from all the partners in their profit sharing ratio itself. So we'll do what is the amount of loss. 6,000 plus 12,500 plus 3,000 and minus 750. This will give you a loss in firm for rupees 20,750. Now we will write division of loss in A, B and C in their profit sharing ratio, that is 3:1:1. So accordingly, if we distribute this loss, then it will be again debited from the partners, and the share of A is 12,450, B's share is 4,150 and C's share is 4,150. Now we will find the net effect of all the partners. The net effect of A will be 2,500 plus 5,000 plus 3,000. This is on the credit side, and 12,450 and 350. It is on the debit side. If we see the net effect of A, or the difference on the debit side for A's capital account is 2,300. For B, we will do 2,000 plus 7,500 and minus 250 and minus 4,150. So B's capital account will have a net effect on credit side with rupees 5,100. If we go for C, 1,500 on credit side, that is plus minus 150 and minus 4,150. So C's net effect will also be on the debit side, and it is rupees 2,800. So finally, if we see, A is debited with rupees 2,300, B is credited with rupees 5,100 and C is again debited with rupees 2,800. So we will pass the adjustment entry as A's capital account debit, then C's capital account debit, and 2 B's. B is being credited to 2 B's capital account. A is debited with 2,300, C is debited with rupees 2,800 and B will be credited with rupees 5,100. And we'll write the narration being adjustment entry passed for net effect. So this is how we are going to do adjustment entry for all the omissions or all the errors which have been earlier done in the accounts. So that's all for this chapter. I hope you might have understood the topic. Thank you and have a nice day.